When a narcissist gaslights you, you end up in this situation. As we'll see, it can be difficult to recognize the signs of gaslighting, a sort of abuse that can emerge in psychological, emotional, and spiritual ways. The use of gaslighting techniques is characteristic of narcissistic abuse. Someone is gaslighting you if they make you question your own sanity by making you doubt your own beliefs, memories, and identity. Narcissists achieve their goals through lying, exaggerating, denying, and manipulating others. Emotional manipulation occurs when a person who is close to you emotionally, such as a partner or a friend, intentionally does something to hurt your feelings. To gaslight someone is to make them believe that they aren't responsible for their own difficulties. This will make them feel bad and change the way they look at things. Why? The Spanish colloquial word for gaslight is to flip the cake onto the other, which means the same thing. A defense strategy that involves attacking the opponent in such a way that the focus is taken off of you and placed on them. The embarrassing behavior of using language that has no place in polite company. Those who have been through something similar may find it difficult, if not impossible, to make sensible decisions due to a lack of trust in their own emotional talents. One term for this deceptive tactic is smokescreen or smoke curtain, a tactic used to conceal something or someone from view. Even if people are consistently behaving and conforming to rules, it is impossible to know if something is being concealed discreetly for one's convenience. Eventually the truth will emerge, but it may be a while. By making the other person doubt their own recollections or experiences, gaslighting is a sort of psychological manipulation. Abusers frequently utilize tactics like making their victims doubt their own sanity and memory in an effort to keep them under their control. Emotional intelligence and perceptual acuity are more important than academic credentials and professional experience. This reinforces the victim's and bystanders' belief that the abuser is right. The offender attributes the issue on the victim's own defective perceptions or incorrect memories. A liar's purpose is to make you question your own beliefs and the reality you see when you take a step back and examine the situation dispassionately. You may be deemed oversensitive, hypersensitive, or emotionally unstable by some. Narcissists worry a lot about being exposed as hypocrites because they are so preoccupied with themselves. Recovery from the effects of narcissists' gaslighting, especially within toxic and dysfunctional family systems, can be time-consuming and labor-intensive. The purpose of gaslighting is to instill fear, doubt, and worry in the targeted individual. The abuser, the gaslighter, and the victim, the gaslighted, are both involved in gaslighting, even if the victim does not recognize it. Anyone, regardless of intelligence, can be the victim of gaslighting. This in no way proves that the abuser is telling the truth about your health. If you're too nice and selfless, people will take advantage of you. The internalization of responsibility for one's circumstances can begin at a young age when abuse is normalized over the course of a lifetime. For an empath, it can be perplexing to have a loved one treat them unfairly where they know you wouldn't treat anyone else that way. Narcissists are ineligible for our assistance since they are more prone to engage in harmful behavior. Nobody could care less about you if they tried. It's crucial to speak up if you're experiencing abuse, otherwise, the abuser will likely persist in using gaslighting techniques and assigning blame elsewhere. If the other person makes you feel uneasy or presses you to explain or defend yourself, they are gaslighting you. Even if someone seems honest, they may be lying through their behavior or words. As a result, you may be feeling some social anxiety. You are asking for additional trouble when you feel the need to explain, apologize, or defend yourself often, even when you are in the right. Envision a scenario in which you have trouble believing your own emotions, thoughts, memories, and sanity. If you said yes, you may be a victim of gaslighting on a regular basis. The goal of gaslighting is to obtain power and influence over another person through the use of deception, manipulation, and lying. The victim of gaslighting is subjected to repeated attempts to alter their state of mind by the perpetrator. Once a misunderstanding or misinterpretation has taken place, it's impossible to get back on track. If you suspect someone of gaslighting you, they may have reason to continue the behavior pattern you've observed with a select few. Considering how often the phrase, "just another misunderstanding," is used to characterize the supposed miscommunication. You can see how pervasive this misconception is. Find out whether there's somebody who gives you the creeps or who makes you feel like you need to make amends with yourself. Is it your standard operating procedure to provide a fabricated justification whenever something goes wrong? Is it important to them that you and other people think you're crazy? Consider this option. Gaslighting and other forms of prolonged emotional abuse cause the victim to question their own thoughts and recollections. Pay attention to your warning signs and take them seriously. Watch for indications that the narcissist is trying to shift responsibility for his or her issues onto someone else. They are quick to point fingers at us, blaming us for everything from their romantic woes to their financial woes. They take great pleasure in insulting us and disseminating false information. Their main objective is to make everyone think they're superior than the rest of us. When one partner constantly belittles the other may begin to feel that they aren't being heard, or even worse, that they are stupid, silly, inadequate, or inferior, which can have a negative impact on the relationship as a whole. Those who behave in this way are cunning or callous. The narcissist can spend all day attempting to gaslight you, but you'll see through the charade if you're a decent human being. Someone who is often told they are unlovable will eventually come to believe it. It's not hard to understand how this could inspire people to try even harder to get the adoration, acclaim, and esteem they've always craved. Unfortunately, reality doesn't operate that way. The narcissist may have an increase in a sense of superiority and control. Whether or not you are familiar with the term gaslighting, or the behavior it describes, I want you to know that you are not helpless in the face of such treatment. In the workplace or at home, no one has the right to delve into another person's psychological well-being. You don't have to go through this alone. It's up to you to decide. To make someone feel crazy, wrong, or unworthy by attacking their memories or worldview is wrong. Even when it has nothing to do with you, they continue to act in the same manner. They're both lying to you and to each other. Do not put any stock in what they say. They are all lying to you. Stop worrying about what other people think and just be comfortable in your own skin. This brief explanation should prove useful, I hope. Use the comment area to share your perspectives and insights. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your attention. I will make more of an effort in future films to provide explanations that are easy to understand. In the comment section below, please express your thoughts on the topic. Again, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, as your interest is greatly appreciated. All of you, have a pleasant day.